Oh my gosh, this is so close. The baby dragon is his last hope. 3, 2. Oh my god, he got it. Oh, the healers. They're gone. They're gone. On the 20th of November, just after the Town Hall 17 World Finals concluded, the NAVI organization announced that they were letting go of their roster featuring Klaus, Stars, GAKU, Kazuma, and Yatta. Later, on the 30th of November, Carry Esports team announced their Town Hall 18 roster. And as you can see, Klaus is joining Carry Esports for the Town Hall 18 season. Later, on the 1st of December, NAVI announced that their first matchup with their new lineup will be taking place on Wednesday at 1 PM UTC, which is today. And as you can see, here is NAVI's new lineup. We have CE Miz as a base builder. Navi Smith is a base builder and he's their 6th player. We have COC Mahidi, who is their analyst. And we have Ryuta joining NAVI from the Carry Esports team at Town Hall 17, with GAKU, Kazuma, Stars, and Yatta staying the exact same as last season. So today, I'm going to show you guys the first match against FuChing NO.1, the number 2 team in China. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First up, it is Frosty taking on Yatta's base with the Root Riders and the Log Launcher. And to be honest, I've got no idea if the Meteor Golems are banned in this match or not. So we're just going to roll with it. Maybe everyone will be using Root Riders, in which case, I don't know, against these max bases, if one person triples, I'll be very impressed. So it looks like he's going to be going to overgrowth the bomb hive so that the bombs don't hit his Royal Champion here on the entry. I do wonder, though, if he wanted his RC to go and get down that Fire Spitter. Let's see, because I think he probably wanted to Log Launcher this area, right? Because that's why he brought the Log Launcher. However, the RC, yeah, he's going to redirect the RC. That's what I thought. I wonder if he wants to try and get that RC into the Revenge Tower. But man, the RC goes and targets the King. Okay, so he is going to get the Fire Splitter down. And then he's going to recall. Okay. He has taken down some of the value from the Log Launcher here by spear walking down that Mono. And so this Log Launcher is quite limited in terms of value. Also note, there is a Builder Hut right now healing up that Bomb Hive in the core. And he does send in a nice Headhunter for that enemy Minion Prince and enemy King. And there we go. The Inferno Tower should go down shortly. But you can see that Bomb Hive is still being healed up. Remaining nice and patient here before he does send in the Root Riders. And then he will be going straight into the core of this base. But the Bomb Hive does stay up. That is going to cause him a lot of issues here at the start of this attack. Watch the Root Riders go. There goes the health. Oh my gosh. They are taking a lot of damage right now. This is not good at all. Can the Yetis get it down? Yes, they can. Okay. Things are looking okay. But that Revenge Tower, I think he wanted to try and Spirit Walk that Revenge Tower. And it has not yet gone down. Looks like Navi are running a triple Yeti CC, or sorry, triple Ice Golem CC on this one. And look at that Totem Spell on Esports mode, getting absolutely fried. Oh my gosh, and he's got no overgrowth. Could this be a 1-star? Oh no. He doesn't have the Queen ability. He still does have the Warden ability and the King ability. Can the Queen reach in and grab that Town Hall? I'm not totally sure. Or will that Revenge Tower get her down first? Uh-oh, this is not looking good. It's certainly not going to 3-star, but he needs to get the 1-star here. Sorry, the 2-star. The Ice Golem should freeze up the Revenge Tower, but can the Queen reach? I don't think she can. It's going to be a 1-star. There's too much left alive. The Queen, I don't think she can reach. Here comes the Revenge Tower. Look at that damage on Esports mode. Warden goes down, pops the King ability. The Queen is punching the wall. There's a chance. He has 2 rocket balloons. He could try to distract the Revenge Tower. Just kidding. He's going to instead use them on the Super Wizard Tower there. It depends if the Queen can stay out of range of that Revenge Tower, but I don't think she's going to be able to. And I think this is going to be a 1-star unless the Baby Dragon could clutch up. This is so close. Oh my gosh, this is so close. The Baby Dragon is his last hope. 3, 2... Oh my god, he got it. Whoa, okay, that did not go to plan. 77% 2-star for Frosty. Next up is the captain of NAVI, GAKU. And by the looks of things, I think the Meteor Golems are banned for this match. Looks like GAKU's going to be bringing in the Super Bowlers here with the Warden charge. Okay, this is an exciting attack for sure. He has the Furnace, and he's going to probably try and take down the Expo here. And then go ahead and Flame Flinger that entire right-hand side of the base there with the Ricochet Cannon and the Scatter Shot, which is going to be insane value. But it's only if he can pull off this Warden charge successfully. Notice he places down the Flame Flinger the second that Expo locks onto his Warden. Very important that he cannot invis his Warden now. He must use... There we go. A Rage Spell goes down. Is he going to lose the Warden ability? No, he's okay. That was close. And things are getting a little chaotic now with this Warden raged up and moving very fast through the base. He's now setting the funnel on the opposite side of the base with the Yeti and the Wizard. And he wants to push everybody into this core with the Super Bowlers. Probably the RC and the King, perhaps on the outside of the base. He's running the Spiky Ball, so the King is going to go into the base. And I assume the RC is going to be in charge of that outside funnel. The Flame Flinger is now working, but it looks like the Super Bowlers may actually target that scatter shot. No, things do go the right way. RC is taking a lot of heat, so he does go ahead and pop the Eternal Tome, trying to keep that King ability intact for just a little bit longer. The RC is taking a lot of heat from that multi-arch tower, and the second that he loses the Fox, that RC is going to be in a lot of trouble. But this is looking not too bad so far. Probably wants to pop that RC ability soon enough. He does have the Rocket Spear on the Royal Champion. And honestly, this is looking really strong. Let's see if he can push through this back end of the base. He has the enemy Queen over there to get through. He does have the Rocket Spear. He goes ahead and freezes up the Fire Spitter there. And I think he's got it, right? I mean, there's not a lot that can stop him. The healers are still intact. The RC is still intact. The Flame Flinger is still intact. But things are slowly fizzling out here. He does have the Giant. It looks like he's going to let the Warden die. I wonder if he's going to save the Invis spell for the RC here. He really needs those healers to go ahead and switch over to the RC. But the RC is going to get trapped. Is he? No, the RC's... Oh, the RC goes down. Oh, no. This was looking so good. By the way, 28 spectators is insane. I don't think he's going to be able to make it. It really does depend if these super minions can get down this air defense. But I think that is a max level air defense. And this Giant does have some HP. But I think the second that he does get in range of the Super Wizard Tower, Ricochet Cannon, and Expo, I think it's going to get melted. But 90% for GAKU. We'll finish off the attack and see where he ends up reaching. But this is a really good attack. You know, this is esports mode. And these guys have max bases. This is not easy. And yeah, look at how fast that Giant dies on esports mode. Honestly, this is no joke. Looks like the Headhunter, no, isn't going to get another building. 92% for GAKU, which leaves NAVI with a percentage lead over FuChing No.1 in the first exchange. Let's get right into the next one. Next up, we've got Mok taking on GAKU's base. And man, these max level bases look so sick. I'm not going to lie. GAKU's got an awesome scenery as well. So he is using the Meteor Golems, which I thought were banned. I'm surprised we haven't seen more Meteor Golems so far in this match. That Bomb Hive, look at the range on that thing. Goes for the Invis spell. Looks like he's going to try and fireball the Ricochet Cannon. And that is some really nice value there. He's probably now going to enter behind this Fire Spitter here. And probably just let the Warden walk and take down the Super Wizard Tower before then entering into the rest of the base. He does need to be careful of that Bomb Hive. I'm sure some of you guys have seen that the Bomb Hive can be used to bait the healers on this attack here. The one's getting pulled quite far ahead, and the RC is going to go down really cleanly with a nice Headhunter there. So things are looking pretty good so far. And actually, he's going to go the long way. Oh my gosh, he's going all or nothing. This is a risk. He's going to be leaving the Town Hall until possibly one of the very last defenses with 2 enemy heroes here and these Ricochet Cannons and air defenses on the back end of the base. But let's now keep an eye on the King. He sends it in with the Giant Gauntlet and the Rage Vial to actually clear that compartment there. So very interesting that we're seeing that. Now sending in the RC with the Druid on the outside of the base. But man, she is going to struggle to get through that compartment there, especially without those max level E-boots and the Rocket Spear. Here comes the CC. NAVI once again using the triple Ice Column, and the RC dies to ability on the left hand side of the base. This is not looking good at all. We are in, I think, for a 1-star, but let's not talk too soon. Still has the Queen ability intact. A Rage Spell just doesn't have a lot of answers for that Town Hall right now. How is he going to get through the long shot, then the 2 enemy heroes with only the Queen still up? He does have a Root Rider in there, which is going to do nothing. It's going to go and run over to that side of the base there. He uses his final totem spell now. The question is the Queen going to be able to get down this Town Hall, or are things going to fizzle out? It's just not going to be a 3-star. He doesn't nearly have enough time. But the Queen is going to get the Town Hall down. Okay, that is good. This is actually looking surprisingly strong. I thought this would fizzle out very quickly, especially losing the RC through ability. But dare I say, this could have tripled if the RC didn't die so early there. Unfortunately, I think this Ricochet Cannon, not the Ricochet Cannon, the bloody Merge Gear, Fast Firing Cannon, I think is going to hold the line here and the queen's going to get a little melted when she does, and eventually go into range of the cannon. Looks like the warden is going to go first, because he is obviously a complete and utter dumbass. So here we go. Here comes the merge cannon. Oh, nice barb just to distract a couple of shots there. And oh my goodness, this got so close, but he's just got no way to get through this Tesla over here, which is guarding the pet house. So no matter what, it is going to be a time fail. But man, that really does show the strength of the Meteor Golems. He swagged the RC ability on this attack and still managed to push it to roughly a time fail, you could call it. But man, honestly, I don't know what he was thinking with that plan, but let's just get right into the next one. Next up, we've got Yatta, who did have, I think, 3 accounts in the top 100 of last season. He's up against Nian's base, which is quite under-leveled, so I'm expecting big things here from Yatta with the Meteor Golems. He's going to be going for the Fireball onto the Monolith. I believe the base he is up against is from Reported Gaming on the World Finals, and does set up a really nice Fireball there and cuts out a huge chunk of the base. Remember, if you haven't already, check out my Meteor Golem guide from yesterday. I always recommend the simple fireballs and try and enter behind these fire spitters and try to not leave the the Revenge Tower rather, towards the back end of the base. But regardless, this is looking like a really clean setup so far. Now going to waste no time because, of course, time can be an issue with this strategy. Here comes the long shot, but positions himself on the outside of the base. So in theory, it should be nice and easy to get the long shot down. Retargets the long shot now with the totem spell, and things are looking really clean so far. Gonna start up the RC now because the king is tanking for the RC, and as I say, you try to delay the RC as much as possible, but the queen is splitting, which is not good at all. The Meteor Golems should now go in, but that queen might get targeted by that ricochet cannon. That is not good at all for him. Does force out a totem spell with that Revenge Tower on the back end of the base. I think it's level 1, so, you know, obviously the base isn't maxed out, so he is kind of a bit of a disadvantage, but, you know, it happens. So, things are looking okay right now. I'm just worried about this queen getting stuck on that wall for no apparent reason. Why did the queen do that? I have no idea. But these kind of things can happen in your attacks. So, take notes, people. Try and make sure your queen does go with the Meteor Golems. Rages up now into this Minion Prince. He does still have the RC ability, but the question is, how is he going to get through this Revenge Tower? Just kidding, it's already gone. Does have the Giant there. I think he might have this one, but let's see. I mean, he has a minute. He has plenty of time. The Poison Tower isn't doing a whole lot, and there we go. Yatta has done it. The first triple of Channel 18 from NAVI. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that one. I'm pretty sure that's one of the first triples that we've seen at Channel 18 from Yatta, who, of course, has been using Meteor Golems in Legends, so clearly is very good with the strategy, and a really nice 3-star for Yatta. Let's get right into the next one. Nian is up next, taking on Kazuma's base, which does appear to be fairly high level without maybe some supercharges. I don't know, but it looks like it's me setting up a Flame Flinger here, and Nian is bringing the E-Drags. Man, I love seeing this variety in these attacks. I thought it would be 10 Meteor Golem attacks, but man, this war is shaping up to be a good one. If Nian can get this done, they will probably still be down on percentage, but he does need to triple this attack because, of course, NAVI right now are up on stars and percentage. So, of course, with E-Drags being quite a fast attack, he can spend some time here to get this Flame Flinger to clear out this portion of the base here. Now, on this style of attack, normally the Flame Flinger is solely for setting up pathing. As you can see, once the Flame Flinger takes down this Ricochet Cannon, it's then going to target the Expo and probably die very quickly. But the important job has been done, which is setting the path and taking down that corner of the base, so make sure those E-Drags do move through the core of the base. I do wonder what his thought process was with why choosing E-Drags on this base, because it is a double poison setup, and the defenses are quite significantly spread out. You can see he uses an E-Drag over on that 9 o'clock side of the base to clear even more of a funnel, and he's now going to be using the Totem Spell trick to make sure that his Flame Flinger can stay up for even longer. Now he sends in the E-Drags with a couple to funnel on the outside of the base. He's sending the Warden with the E-Drags and instantly pops the Eternal Tome, which is crazy. The Rage Spell, come on E-Drags, chain, go, go, go. Oh no, this is not good, no chains so far. Where is he going to place down the King and the Queen on this raid? Things are fizzling out, I'm not going to lie. This is not going as he planned. I thought he probably would have wanted to go into this Town Hall compartment as opposed to just facing this Revenge Tower right away. And he's using a lot of totem spells there to try and tank that Oh no, the Revenge Tower stays up. And I say he's trying to tank the Fire Spitter, but the Revenge Tower stays up, and this is not looking good at all. He does still have 3 heroes to go, but he's got a lot of base to get through. Let's see what he can do. I think that mono is going to be a really big issue for him. He does pop the king ability nice and early to damage that compartment. So the queen, in theory now, should be able to go take down that mono compartment. He's got a ton of heroes, and he hasn't even lured the CC yet. Only 44 seconds left. Remember, the setup of this attack is quite slow, and his E-Drags were not able to do what he wanted them to do, I don't think. And so I think things are going to fizzle out around this monolith compartment with these enemy heroes and the Inferno Tower making it so annoyingly impossible to deal with this compartment, especially trying to get headhunters into there. And you can see the queen barely gets any value despite popping the magic mirror and the giant, which really does demonstrate just how hard the esports mode is at Town Hall 18. This one is going to fall short, and that means that NAVI are going to extend their lead if they can triple the next attack. So let's get right into it. Next up, it's Kazuma taking on Mock's base. And actually, I've seen this base before in Legends. Looks like Kazuma is going to be bringing dragons with some Hydra, with some invis spells. I don't know what's happening here. Is he doing maybe an RC charge? Maybe. This is interesting. He's going to be setting up a flame flinger, and yeah, look at that value. This base is definitely not designed to defend in esports mode, where you can take the time to plan. And obviously, the flame flinger here is so strong, because apart from this mortar, if you can take that down with 2 rocket balloons, this flame flinger is going to get so much value. So again, he's spending some time here to set the path. Going to use the RC over on this bottom side of the base. I assume he wants to set the path for these dragons right into that core. Takes a lot of damage on the RC, but I don't think it matters. There we go. There's a long shot. Be careful of that bomb hive there around. Oh my gosh, he's taking some risks here. He's going to die. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think he did what he wanted to do there. He did set the path on that side of the base there, and uses totem spell once again in conjunction with the flame flinger to take down that enemy queen there. So really well done so far. But of course, letting this flame flinger work, I assume he wants to get possibly the flame flinger, the fire spitter down first, and then enter with the dragons. Otherwise, that could cause him some pathing issues. So time is not on his side right now. He has to have 2 minutes left. Still has plenty of power, and now he starts up the dragons. He doesn't want to spend any more time waiting for this flame flinger to eventually get to that fire spitter. He's just going to go for it. Instantly freezes that mono, because that thing is no joke whatsoever. And here comes the Revenge Tower and the long shot. Pops the Eternal Tome almost right away. Doesn't have a poison spell for the furnace, which is a little odd to me, but he's going into the core now. Healing Tome is active. The Minion Prince has been lured inward, and he's just freezing up that, what is that thing called? The Revenge Tower, because that thing is absolutely no joke. The King isn't getting a lot of value, though. He's already going to go down. I wonder if it might have been better to use the King to kind of support that flame flinger a little bit further. He does go ahead and invis the King, which I think is a bit of a funny choice. And look at this compartment up here with the Minion Prince. I don't know if he's going to be able to make this one. He still has that poison tower to get through. He's only got 1 Dragon Rider. Just kidding. No dragons are left up. He does freeze the enemy Minion Prince. His Warden is going to go down shortly. And also the Minion Prince is going to go down. He has 1 more invis spell, but this one is going to be falling short for Kazuma. Gia FC is going in now with more Meteor Golems. Looks like he's going to be doing the Queen Dive with the Meteor Golems right now. Okay, let's see it. He is going to be attacking Ryuta, the new roster on NAVI's team. I didn't say that any right at all, but you get the idea. So he's going to be going with an Ice Golem first. And actually, this might be a tweak of Einstein's build. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? If you guys have seen that base that Einstein recently put out, where are the healers? Are they not healing up the Queen? He's getting a little baited here. A lot of air traps. I assume that was probably a Warden charge bait there. But it's given him some issues. If only he had an extra Ice Golem, he probably wouldn't have had to invest that invis spell there. And the Queen Jelly is going to wear off any second now. It lasts. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of damage. He's out with invis spells. Oh no, the Queen ability is still intact. Come on, get the thing down. And he recalls. Perfect. He does get what he wanted to do done. It was quite risky. The Queen does not have a lot of health left at all. Sends in the Meteor Golems now on the outside of this base. Recalls the Queen and the Warden. and goes ahead and distracts that long shot there. So as the RC, he's using the E-boots with the rocket spear, the classic combination. I assume he will send in the RC into that archer tower any second now. There it is. And let's keep the camera moving. Okay. The king is taking some heat, but it's okay. He is tanking for the RC, and that's really important. The RC is currently not taking any damage. However, there could be some bait in this area for the RC, which would not be that good for him at all. He may lose the Fox as a result. The Revenge Tower is moving in, but these Meteor Golems are crushing it right now. Over goes that entire right-hand side of the base. Pops the King ability. He is unfortunately going to go down any second now. Does still have the RC ability. Needs to be very careful with this RC. Probably wants to pop the ability before that Ricochet Cannon locks onto her. Okay, he has the Eternal Tome. I completely forgot. The Queen does step out of the Eternal Tome. No, she's going to get fried. He needs to probably freeze over by that Queen. Oh, he doesn't have a freeze. He has a Totem Spell. Things might fizzle out around this monolith area. He is still moving. Look at how fast that Queen got fried. That was insane. Damn, okay, I don't know about this one. If the RC can stay alive, she's getting healed up. That's good. Meteor Golems need to run ahead, but they can't die yet. We need the RC to stay alive here, and this could be a 3-star. But with that Ricochet Cannon there, I'm not totally sure. RC is now taking some heat from some traps there. He's trying to distract the Ricochet Cannon, but here comes the RC. Misses the Super Barb. Warden does go down to the Expo there. Oh, this is so close. I don't think he's got enough to get through this back end, though. Apprentice Warden is now going to go down. Nope, just kidding. He's alive still. The healers are healing, but no, it's going to be short for Gia. What a good attack, though. Really nice Warden charge. Sorry, really nice Queen charge there. Just unfortunate, I think, about the King going down a little bit early. But honestly, this attack was perfect. If this was in Legends, this would have been a crushing 3-star. But in esports mode, it's a completely different story. Let's get into the next one. To maintain their lead, Ryuta needs to get himself up to a 70% 2-star on this attack. And he's going to be facing one of the bases that I tweaked last season. And he's going to be using the Queen Dive. But again, it's another Legends base being ran by FuChing No.1. Not the strongest base for esports mode, I would assume. Because it's more probably designed for Legends where you can't, you know, switch to a Flame Flinger, decide to do a Queen Dive, etc. But nonetheless, he's going to go in and gets down that Minion Prince really nice and early, which is really good for him. This is Ryuta's first attack playing for NAVI, so a very big moment here. Is he going to show us how good he's going to be for NAVI this 2026 season? Recalls and a really clean attack so far. Looks like he's going to be entering into the Revenge Tower now and clears the funnel with the Furnace. Really nice plan. Oh, it's Super Yetis. I didn't even realize, but let's run it. Let's do Super Yetis. Why not? Who cares about the Meteor Golems? The Super Yetis are way better. I'm just a bit worried about the RC here, potentially running into some issues around that Giga Bomb. Here comes the Merge Cannon. No, the RC takes a lot of damage. She may go down. Not a lot of health left at all. Luckily, the Druid can somehow heal when she's invisible, which I honestly didn't even know. But now we know. Log Launcher is going to be opening up the walls for him, but he's got two very heavy compartments here. Pops the Eternal Tome, and the RC is doing a really good job of staying up right now. Probably would be a good time for the King ability if he can spot it, but it looks like it's not going to pop that King ability. And I think if he 3-stars here, this will secure the win for NAVI. Here comes the Super Yeti from the CC and the Super Valk. Just this mono to get through. He's got plenty of spells. Just the mono here. Yes, goes with the Skelly spell onto the monolith. The RC is not being hit. Just barely not being hit by that bomb hive. Still has the Queen ability with all of the healers. And I'm not going to lie, boys. It's looking pretty good. I think NAVI have smashed their first ever esports war at TH18. And Ryuta is showing us just how good he is going to be for NAVI here. Getting the 3-star. Congratulations to Ryuta. Watch the rest of this attack. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a 3-star. A very, very clean attack. Absolutely no mistakes throughout the entire thing. And oh, okay. I panicked, but he's got 40 seconds and the RC is still alive. So he's good. It is going to be a 3-star. You got the Druid there punching the wall. And it's really interesting to see they are using the Druid with the RC on the outside of the base. Maybe I should test that. Let me know. But let's get right to the next one. The final attacker for FuChing No.1 is XiYan, another top pusher in Legends League, using the Root Riders. But unfortunately, the deal is already sealed, and FuChing No.1 have lost this match. Regardless, let's take a look at this attack from XiYan. Looks like a really annoying base. Of course, Stars is fully max. He is the global rank number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't even know anymore, but he is so incredibly good at the Legends pushing. Of course, we do still have Stars' attack to watch. Not that it matters anymore. Looks like XiYan is going to be going in for the haste vial into the Revenge Tower here. And that is really nice. Getting the Revenge Tower out nice and early. We've seen 2 attacks like that from FuChing NO.1. However, the first attack he wasn't able to path correctly. Looks like he's going to go right into the Town Hall now with a log launcher. Okay. Maybe keep an eye on that Maj Cannon. Oh, the giant is going to get fried now. He's going to be doing an actual hero dive. Does he have the spiky ball? No, he does not. He has the snakes, rather, and the earthquake boots. And, of course, that's probably to try and deal with this long shot a lot easier. The queen on her own is probably going to be quite brittle without the king going to the inside of the base there. However, how is he going to funnel the outside of the base without the king there? It looks like the Valks are going to walk, which isn't the best thing in the world for him. He does finally poison the rocket balloons. But here comes the poison tower and the ricochet cannons. That is doing a lot of damage there. Think he needs to invest a freeze spell or something onto that ricochet because he's going to slowly lose every root rider. Okay. Pops the Eternal Tome. That works as well. He's looking very good right now. He doesn't have any more hero abilities, actually. So maybe he isn't in the best of positions. But the queen is alive. Here comes the minion prince, which he decides to use a totem spell to distract. He really needs to keep this RC alive. So keep your eyes on that RC at all times. Because if he loses the RC, he has got no chance here. Needs to probably freeze that Rico and Mono. Yeah, really nice freeze spell there. Can he keep this queen alive? I don't think it's worth the investment. I think she's just dead. Just kidding. He's going to do it anyways. One ricochet kind of left on the back end of the base. And man, this is looking pretty crushed. I mean, is this what TH18 looks like without a revenge tower? I think he's got it, right? I mean, he still has the RC Fox on the RC. I'm pretty positive. Yeah, the king's got no health left. Surely this ricochet cannon isn't going to be able to hold all of this. Even the Diggy is still alive. I mean, surely. I mean, no. I mean, he's got it. It's crushed. Wow. XiYan gets the triple on the maxed out Town Hall 18 base from NAVI Stars. I mean, like, that is insane. People fail NAVI Stars' maxed out base on Legends every single day. XiYan just did it on esports mode. Very impressive from XiYan. Let's get into the next one. And finally, although it doesn't matter, Stars is live with the Meteor Golem attack. He's using the Phoenix on the king, surprisingly, with the Giant Gauntlet and the Rage Vial. Interesting from Stars. Let's see what he's going to go for. I assume probably a Fireball into this Inferno Tower, if I had to guess. Just kidding. He's going to Fireball the Fire Spitter, maybe, instead. I can see how that's good. I thought maybe the CC might be better, but who knows? We'll find out, I guess. Stars is probably maybe 10 times better than me as a player, so I don't know who I am to say anything. Anyways, sets up the Fireball really nicely. Does miss the Multi-Arch Tower, though. So he's probably going to want to ward and charge that Multi-Arch Tower down, which is going to cause him to spend a little bit more time than he probably would have liked. And, of course, the Warden is taking some heat now. Going to target the RC first. There we go. There goes the Multi-Arch Tower. Keep your eye on this Warden as the RC engages. Stars, do something. Okay. He invests a totem spell because he does only have the one headhunter. Oh, the healers, the healers, the healers, the healers, the healers. They're gone. They're gone. Oh my gosh, Stars has got no healers. Stars just got no healers. Oh gosh, this is not good at all. Here we go. Okay. This one's going to fizzle out. Again, not that it matters. They've already won, but no healers. That is not good at all. Okay, let's see what he can do now, I guess. Sends in the king, like, really far to the outside of the base there. Revenge Tower is placed in a very weird position, if you were to ask me. Near to the outs. Oh, look at that king. Get fried. Oh, the Revenge Tower's leveled up. Oh, God. Oh, God. He can't reach the town hall, can he? Unless the queen. No, the queen's going to get through the wall. Oh, no. Oh, no. The queen is... Yes, the queen's going to get it. Okay, the queen's going to get it, right? 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 The queen's going to get the town hall. Yes. Okay, he does get the town hall down, luckily. So has the RC. Why is he holding the RC? Okay, sends him in. Or sends her in. Straight into the Revenge Tower. Warden goes down. Unfortunately, it's not going to make it through, especially without those healers. But NAVI do claim the win on this one. Let's just watch the rest of this attack and then do a mini recap at the end of this video. Pops the RC ability, no spells left alive to keep her alive. So he's actually going to probably swag a couple of spears if I had to guess. Yeah, I don't know why he waited so long there for the RC ability, but still manages to recover it to a 77, 79, 80, 81, 82, 81%. 2-star. So very respectable considering he did lose the healers at the very start of the attack there. Let's do a mini recap of the war and also a mini recap of my first ever time casting an esports match. So as you can see, NAVI win against FuChing No.1 11-12. If you guys did like my first ever time doing the esports matches, make sure you guys smash that like button to show some support on this video. I'll be back with more matches in the future, but I will still be doing my Legends content every now and again. Thank you guys for watching and goodbye.